Oh, ho, ho. Precious channel.
It's a really great intro for this beer.
Oh, yo, it's, motherfucker.
How long do you think about that?
I stay branded. Hello, my name is Jared Horkins. I am the host of Acquisitions Intoxicated, where we take something that is already very nerdy and then proceed to just increase the ABV. So I'm telling you, man, I'm thinking about this shit all the time. I didn't think about any of that. I just made it up. I am joined by Eric Benson, Acquisitions Intoxicated's brewmaster. You may know him better as the notorious EJB or Azerbaijan. We got a couple things that we're going to get into today. Of course, you might want to take full advantage of the new Vortex emote.
Yeah, Vortex emote.
Yes,
that's great, Josh.
Thank you, Jack Lemmon. Now, but we have a couple different things, but the main arc of the show, for those of you who have not been with us before, is we begin by filling this here. This is the Pico Brew Step Filter with these grains and these hops, starting a recipe, and then we sample one of the beers that we have made in collaboration with the channel, doing our best to interpret it with our fallible human apparatus. Now, Jeff is not here.
It's the human that's fallible.
Jeff is not here today.
Yeah, I don't know who's going to drink all the beer.
Somebody will come, because apparently Jingle Bell Hop, which is, thank you so much, Buck Rogers. Jingle Bell Hop is one, I guess it's out of control. I was not there for the sample from Cask. But it's also designed, it's the second beer we have done to honor Trevor, a special good boy.
Yeah, one we all know and love.
That we all know and love. So yeah, let's get right into it.
Yeah.
Because I have already smelled
those grains.
Bag. Well, no, I'm telling you right now, man, this smells like fucking Count Chocula.
Yeah, it's the best. Like, I cannot wait for this beer to be
doesn't make any goddamn sense. Now, which one is this one?
This is Secret Stash that we made for the Nut Lord.
Oh, God.
This is the one we were. This is the brown ale that we were like craving even right after the recipe was done.
Well, yeah, because it's basically the chocolate is there, but it's also that biscuit.
Yeah. So we had 3 malts in this: the Vienna malt, which is our base malt, and it's going to make up most of the sugars.
Thanks, Sergio.
Good.
Yeah.
The special roast, which is going to give us that biscuity flavor, but the black malt comes in for the color and also that deep chocolate.
Well, no, and again,
intense chocolate.
So hopefully. Triple X chocolate. So if you ever, it's on ESPN3.
Yeah, sometimes the Ocho, you never know.
But what you're trying to get out of this, if you want to see what was going on with these grains before they got ground, you should definitely take a look. Thank you so much. You should definitely take a look at one of our Twitters. I went ahead and retweeted his depraved act. But you can see, beforehand, you can see the actual colors of all the grains. But of course, we grind them up to maximize the access that the wort has to the grains, right? Right. Now, now this thing, because it's a brown ale, it is not crazy pants.
No, we only went with
Fuggle.
3/4 of an ounce of Fuggles, which is woody, spicy, and a little bit of fruit.
Exactly. And the alphas are 4.4%, which for your purpose at home means it's not super crazy.
No.
Because it's a brown ale, we're not
blowing it out of the water.
It's not a stunt, right?
So take a whiff of that.
Yeah, I was just going to say, so this is an ounce total, right?
Okay. So we need 3/4 of that.
So let's see, on the, whoa.
Yeah.
The fuck? Delicate and pleasant with mint, grass, and floral tones. Now again, you would think that that's not
prevalent. Like, what are they,
you would think
really
that's not
mint and floral.
You would think that that's not what you want.
Yeah.
Right? Grass, but again, like it's in this context, grass is a virtue, right? Along with the rest of it. I mean,
sure.
I mean, think about the kind of sweetness. It's like a grass, but it's also like that grass sweetness.
Yeah.
Like if you're chewing a stalk of grass.
It's all woven
right?
together in that flavor context.
All right. No, but these nugs.
Yeah.
Is dank.
Them dank nugs.
Oh no, this is dank for real. Okay.
Whoa, I'm gonna stay sniffing.
You have to.
How do you not?
Get it? Yeah, get a piece. Okay.
And that's it.
Yeah, we're done here.
We're done. Pop that puppy.
Lid
now,
on top.
this is where it all comes down,
Yeah,
everyone.
this is the moment of truth.
Moment.
This is the moment of truth.
It
Now,
has not happened in
it hasn't happened in a while.
like at least 5 shows.
Well, no, and the truth, right, is that I need to get in on the bottom and do some maintenance inside the device. I mean,
Is
the
it
brewing
really?
occurs.
Yeah, blame it on the machine.
Well, listen, it's.
I mean, that's what you
that's what
got to do.
They say
That's what you got to do.
I know that you have heard the phrase, it is the righteous, handsome man that blames his tools.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, you hear that a lot.
Yeah, sure. I mean, that's actually...
One hears that a lot. Okay.
John Lennon actually coined that whale a long time ago.
His incredible album,
Yeah.
Jerry is Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So here we are. We call this the press.
Here it is. Here it is. Here.
We have a technique. We have an infallible... No, I don't want...
Chariots of Fire?
Just be cool.
Come on.
Just... This
do what you gotta do.
If you build it up like the device...
Like you're getting anxious over it?
No, the device gets anxious. I am fucking in control. I'm
you're
saying
clear.
that you need...
You don't want me hurting the device's
I don't... Yeah, exactly.
feelings.
Exactly. And I don't want a soundtrack to my own failure. You beast man.
Hey, I don't know. I mean,
all right, here. Now watch this. It's very... Look, it's very, very straightforward. The process is painless. I mean, you start with a gentle lift, a gentle lift here on the back, the rump, if you will.
Yeah, if some might say. Oh.
It's because you sang before.
That's what you're blaming it on?
Damn you.
I mean, look at just a little.
Damn you, Azerbaijan.
Little nudge.
Here.
Give it a little love tap. You know?
Is that the key?
I don't know. I'm not gonna blame the machine.
Well,
like
you should, because
do.
the machine is an F-fest. This is something that you did. Here, you know what it is?
What?
Maybe it's like you have to start the whole thing over.
It's like one long process.
Yeah. Maybe you start the whole thing over.
Sure.
And that's the key, right?
With like a complete tilt from the beginning to the end.
Oh, a full tilt.
Full tilt ice cream.
All right. No. How about over here?
Okay. Oh, what about a wiggle? Oh, there it is.
That's what we need a fucking emote for. We need an emote to celebrate that shit.
Celebrate the box going in.
Now, brew a recipe connecting to the server.
That secret stash.
Secret
right
stash. Because so here we have a few recipes.
This is ridiculous.
No, I'm saying we have a few recipes in the tank. I'm saying, what made you go with secret stash? Is it because we're obsessed with it? We have to have it?
We had it last week. We made it last week, and I don't think we stopped talking about it for 3 days.
No.
I'm like, we have to do this one.
All right, secret stash, A+, ready to go, preparing for brew. 23 shots. Thank you so much.
What's amazing is there's so many beers now on our list that we've made with the chat. You have to resync the list to find the beers you want.
Yeah.
It's deep.
No, I was just gonna say, I mean, we have to be like in the top 5% just of original recipes.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
On the back end somewhere, right?
I would love to know that number.
Oh, as would I. So this time we're gonna try something new.
Oh yeah.
So before, there have been issues with the singing and the grains, right?
Wait, issues?
Yeah. So sometimes I do a very bad job, and there's peer pressure. Thank you, Record. And there's peer pressure about what song to sing.
Hey, you don't hear it from me.
I deliver something that is truly noxious. Now, what I would
Kiss
like...
from a Rose's
nightmarish, as was Fast Car. Now, but Danny Hartel put out a tweet just this morning that had a song that I think, obviously she had a filk version of it.
Sure.
But I think that we can prepare the grains, and so that the grains can have, like an acidulated malt.
Yeah, you're warming them up.
Exactly, but I mean, I can provide a novel environ for the manufacture of beer.
I mean, it only seems appropriate.
So what I'm talking about is a pre-singing scenario. Now, obviously, grains will be rubbed. Grains will be rubbed, but we can prepare the grains with a song ahead of time.
It's just warming the grains.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just getting them ready. There's an opening act.
Well, this is a recognized monastic tradition.
I've heard about this.
We're catalyzing the grains.
Yeah, the monks in Nepal started this tradition.
Really?
Yeah, thousands of years ago.
I had no. See, like I said, I didn't know it at the time, but I was even more right than I knew.
Yeah.
So this is for Danny Hartel. We're gonna hook it up for her. You ready? As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown, good Lord, show me the way. Oh, sisters, let's go down, come on down, come on down. Oh, sisters, let's go down in the river to pray. All right, now
I think it's prepped. Look at. I mean, I saw a physical change in the grain.
These, well, and you could tell they become basically more of what we call the seed core.
Yeah, it
blooms.
open up blooms. Yes,
it blooms, and it's about, at the end of the day, what's the mash about? It's about surface area. It's about temperature.
Yep.
It's about getting the sugar out of the grain.
Yep.
Now, Jingle Bell Hop.
Oh my!
Are we ready to? Are we ready to try in on this thing right now?
Yeah.
So go into the mystic substrate.
So this
of the beer.
This is was the winter seasonal beer we did for the DNC.
Absolutely. So they have dark wine, but dark wine is something that is not for the Doomgate Inn.
It's not for the faint of heart.
Exactly. Well, it's not for the faint of heart, but dark wine is specifically around their sort of Halloween festival.
Absolutely.
That's fall, not winter.
Yeah, and this
Right?
is pure winter. This is of all the times for Jeff to miss a beer, this is like the worst.
This is going to hurt him.
This is going to hurt him so bad because this is like the holidays put in a bottle.
Oh, yeah. Because you said, so go into the malt bed and then go into some of the additions.
So we came up with the idea to use Munich malt as the base, and that special roast for the biscuity taste. And then we wanted to try, your fantasy was to put oats into a beer. And that's where we.
Oh, this is the one that has the oats.
This is the one that has the oats in it.
Oh, okay. It's that. So obviously we joke a lot about mouthfeel on the show.
Yeah.
But oats provide something.
Yeah.
In a beer that, I mean, there's probably an acquired taste aspect to it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it is about the feeling.
Yeah.
Right. It's a little bit more astringent, I think, but not in a bad way.
No, not at all. And the hop was one of our favorites was the Tet, which is giving it that spicy. Characteristic.
Oh man! So this is basically it's like you have things that you push. Oh my God!
Now remember, we
fuck?
put crystallized ginger and a cinnamon stick into this.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah,
but also, listen. Look at this head retention too.
I'm just saying.
Here, hold on. Josh, oh my God, it smells like cider.
Yeah,
it actually smells
insane.
like spiced cider. Here, so I'm going to put this up on the box. Josh, do you have a grain cam so people can see this color? So that is A+, truly bonks, almost the color of the cinnamon bark.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so here, I'll pull this back down here. That'll be yours. But take a look at it in Beersmith. Like,
it's perfect.
Murder.
Yeah.
Just murder
Nailed
dialed in, right?
Look at that color.
Dude, this is out of control, but also
look at the
color,
carbonation.
but the body.
Wow. It's the best. Guys.
This is something else. Here, so.
Take a whiff.
No.
Like it just wafts off the top.
No, it comes off the top, but that is A+ 100%. It just smells like cider.
Yeah.
Like you would just pull it out of the communal bowl, right? That's quite.
Jeff is gonna miss.
It's better than we deserve. Let's just put it that way.
This is the beer we deserve.
Oh man, Josh, can I tempt you?
Sure.
All right. our producer, Josh Price,
Joshua Price.
Joel Rash, as he is sometimes known. Now,
Sometimes.
are we ready to try this?
Oh, absolutely.
Wow.
That is so good. But see how the aroma is all, it's all nose, but then you have the malty base.
Exactly. So it's like the aroma is a completely different part of the experience. It isn't like it indicates up here. So sometimes we talk about like dry additions, dry hopping. That term, generally speaking, you tell me if I'm wrong, Acquisitions Intoxicated Brewmaster, Azerbaijan.
You're not wrong.
Probably not on
Probably
this
not.
one, because I've heard you say it like a million times. But you put things in dry additions. So imagine that a lot of the work we've done at the beginning is for this part down here, right? And then your dry additions can have a super, super outsized effect at the top of the glass where there is no beer. Like, basically, when you're putting in, like, whole cinnamon sticks and candied ginger,
Yeah, it was the best.
there's a flavor aspect, but you're not leaving it in so long that it's going to overpower the whole thing.
Yeah, that you're not just sitting there and chewing on a cinnamon stick while you drink this beer. You know what I mean?
No, because cinnamon, especially if you're using ground spices,
Yeah.
that is, you might have, functionally speaking, that is the beer equivalent of Kenny Loggins' The Danger Zone, right? Because
Just happens, yeah.
because this is the thing that you do at the very end. Like, the beer is done.
Yeah.
Now you're just putting a spin on it. You're just inflecting it with something else, right?
Yep.
So you can fuck the whole batch up
If you
with an
overpower it.
ill-considered thing at the end.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Taurus. No, listen. Let's just get back into it.
Yeah, I don't want to leave this
But
glass.
again, it's so outsized.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Out here, it's fucking Christmas time. You drink it,
Yeah.
and then now it's like, all right, now I
you
can
get-
go accomplish. I can chop some wood.
Yeah, you get a little bit of the cinnamon and ginger, but not enough that it's like punching you in the face and you're like, oh, it's too rich almost. And it's just a beautiful malt and those hops.
I don't know how they're doing it. Again, I can't stress this enough. Let's be very clear.
Yeah.
Since September, we have been manufacturing beers with starting with some base knowledge, but a lot of individual choices.
Oh yeah.
This is like Pokemon plays. This is like Twitch plays
Right?
beer.
Yeah, exactly. Essentially.
Except the results
Are always great.
would win awards
Yeah.
in festivals.
Yeah.
Like that should not be.
No.
Like it shouldn't, one of these should be gross.
Yeah. We may get there. I hope we never do.
Home brewing results
Yeah.
in occasionally in gross output. This is
fantastic.
this is A plus. If this were on the market in winter,
Right.
you
Like,
would not be able to keep it.
Yeah.
You would not be able to keep it in because anyone could drink it.
Yeah,
right?
it's like the Catan of beers, right? Like
Yeah.
it'll
It's the-
get
it's the
people
101,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. This is where you can easily start because there's a lot of flavors that everybody likes, and it's not overpowering. It's not bitter.
No. And it's so inviting.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, right? So we spent a lot of time on this, and then those dry additions came up top, and basically, and it's all like PR.
Yeah.
Like, this is all up here.
Yeah.
It's just like the
Yeah, it's
PR
like,
for
hey,
the beer, right?
Well, come on into the Doomgate, right? This is like
they've got
Trevor's like
no,
flocking,
They've
right?
got like a PowerPoint deck.
Yeah.
Like, they're ready. Like, the top part
Yeah.
of a Jingle Bellhop
Is a
class
TED
ready.
Talk, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's only 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But these 10 minutes change your life, right?
I am so pleased with this, guys. This is
Yeah, that is
absolutely
too good. Well, listen, obviously, eventually somebody will roll in.
Yeah, I
we
am
can take
so
full
upset
advantage.
now that Jeff, like, this is Jeff's, like this is ultimate Jeff.
He would be
Kells.
laying on the table.
Yeah,
Like,
he would be laying under the
well,
tap.
no,
he would
because-
be Homer Simpsoning it like right under the
Well,
tap.
because
You know what I mean?
his apparatus is tuned, it's refined, it's designed to assess specific types of these, experiences.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need any skill.
No, you know exactly what's in this.
On the top of this,
Yeah.
you don't need skill. Like, this would redline his entire apparatus that
Yeah.
he uses to assess these beers.
Yeah, this is absolutely fantastic.
Oh, Jesus.
God, sorry guys, we're not going to do anything else besides
Well, no.
brew this beer.
We're gonna do both. Mr. Krahulik, what a pleasure. What an absolute pleasure.
told me to come.
Yeah.
Sit right here.
Yeah. Have a.
So you know what's interesting?
What's that?
The oats.
Yep.
Give it kind of like a snickerdoodle
Yes,
cookie
Christmas
dough.
Yeah.
cookie.
This is essentially a Christmas cookie.
Here, so no,
It gives it a doughiness.
right.
That smells really good.
Doesn't
Right,
it smell
right.
really good? Now, obviously, the taste. I don't want to ruin it for you.
It's not going to taste like that?
Well, it doesn't taste like that, but it also doesn't taste bad. It's still good, but but that's great, right?
That smells really good. Like I would burn a candle that smelled like that.
Yes, exactly. We got to diversify.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
is we're going all different verticals.
Thanks, Rosella.
Yeah.
Wintry, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, so this is a type of beer that would be made for Christmas, basically, for the dark months.
It's like bottled holidays.
And I'm not just saying that, like, that's literally the style.
It doesn't have like the, I don't know. It doesn't
bitter
make
back.
me like go, "Ee."
Yeah.
No, exactly. Because so the hop,
Yeah.
we chose the hop.
Yeah, the hops.
Yeah. So we specifically chose hops that are more spicy and earthy than they are bitter. Basically to make the whole thing inviting. It's like it's like a Christmas party
In
my
your
mouth.
mouth.
in your crop,
Yeah.
Wow.
in your CZ.
Yeah.
But like I said, I mean, it's like that is interesting, friendly, but then especially like on the top of the glass, it's like, okay, it's mom's making cookies
It
in
doesn't
the kitchen.
It doesn't taste especially alcoholic.
Yeah.
Is it very?
It's about 7%. So it's not super high. It's not like one of
Okay.
the ones that's going to knock you right on the.
But it
on
is
your
by
back.
no means a session.
Yeah, it's not like a Coors Light. You
It
know
is,
what I mean?
it is definitely not. That's going to be maybe about twice what you'd expect from a
Huh.
standard.
Yeah.
That is not terrible.
Hey,
Hey, there we go.
You heard it here first.
We need an
people.
emote for that.
Just like the mic.
Yeah.
It'd be Penny Arcade mic shrug.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, so I think that you have assessed something very important there, Josh, which is that the aftertaste is not a beer aftertaste. It's actually a baked goods aftertaste.
Yeah.
But that's because you were going that biscuit route, and then you have the. I think that where it's coming in at the back.
Yeah, I would never guess this was an oat beer.
No.
Yeah.
I think that where it's coming in the back is that oat astringency, which remains. That's part of the aftertaste. Is
Yeah.
just the fact that the oats are in it.
Yeah.
And so then what you're left with after the glass is just the sensation that at some point in the recent past you ate some bread
Yeah.
or a cookie.
Yeah, or something. Yeah.
Right?
I'm all these flavors I'm very okay with.
That one doesn't make any fucking.
No, it's a beautiful.
That doesn't make any fucking sense. All right. Let's get in here. Also, that may be the first time where Josh has come back
I was just about to say that.
for more. Now, he does have the taster-sized glass.
I know,
of
but
course.
that makes me happy.
It does.
That makes
indeed.
me.
It's
Very
also
happy.
just such an interesting taste. I've never tasted a
No,
beer
Yeah.
like that.
It's new. Like
Yeah.
this is automatically. This is in the running.
Yeah.
For something
Well,
special.
this is why I'm so excited for the Secret Stash, is
Oh,
because it's
yeah.
going to have a similar effects, but with chocolate and peanut flavors. And that's going to be
That's true because they're
utterly
both going to be
amazing.
mild.
Yep.
Except that's going to come down from Fuggles, except for the as opposed to the Tet.
Yeah.
Which is going to be more earthy, spicy. This is more floral, vegetal.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Drone.
Jerome.
Thank you so much. All right.
God, I love that.
What are we going? What are we going to do?
I don't know. What do we want to do is the real. We have yet to do a. We were talking about this yesterday. We have yet to do a double IPA, something that's super
A
hoppy,
big style.
and with varying flavors of hops. You know, so we could put that up on the chopping
Yep.
block to
So
see if we want to do
Let's start
that.
with style,
Yeah.
and then we'll dial in
Yeah.
to character.
So let's say that's one. So that's going to allow us to really play around with hop flavors.
Well, but also that's going to be what allows us to penetrate the American beer market.
I mean,
That's going to be our
realistically.
flagship product.
Yep.
But no, I mean the main thing about the double IPA, and we've been talking about this before. Like the IPA, the one that we have that really stands out for me, obviously, is Widow's Wake.
Oh God, yeah.
It's rye base.
Yep.
Right. Very very unique
Yep.
texture, and I mean I think there's something really special. A double IPA would be one of the more mainstream things that we've made on the show.
Yeah, and we really haven't. What's been so fascinating about the selections we've made throughout the course of this show is we've really veered away from IPAs, which is
Yeah.
the largest part of the beer market, and I'm kind of happy about that because we've created some really interesting.
Well, exactly. And
beers.
it's sort of like it's like when you it's like when you have that night where it's like, hey, you know, tonight, no kissing. You know what I mean? It's like you establish these rules, and then you know these rules create complex outcomes.
Yeah.
So,
So what?
double IPA
how
is
about
good?
an ESB?
Oh, now that's a classic style. Extra special bitter,
You got it.
right? So not a lager, not an IPA, not
No.
a pale ale.
No.
Very, very
it's an
drinkable.
ale. Yeah.
Good with crisps.
Or we'll do three choice. Ooh, we never thought about a red IPA, have we?
No, that's true.
That's fantastic.
I think that we in the channel probably have something to say about that style.
Yeah,
All right, so take a look at that, Precious Channel.
I love all three of these are really great styles. The double IPA is going to allow us to do stuff we have never really tried before. With mixing
load.
hops.
Exactly. With hops, with volume of hops.
Yep.
And then also, if you're doing a double IPA, there's almost certainly a firmly enunciated dry hop portion.
Now with the red IPA, that obviously, the red indicates, clearly color, but
Malt.
Malty.
Malt flavor.
A lot of caramel, all of those kind of, malt forward for
an IPA style.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little. I would say the red IPA is a little heretical. Mm-hmm. That is not something what you would commonly see.
No. It's kind of like doing the having a rye IPA.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
You don't see that often on the menus.
It's a little prosumer.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow, that is so. I am.
It's dumb. It's dumb. It doesn't make any fucking sense. But the best part is the aftertaste. Is still so wholesome.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing left. Like there's nothing left of the alcohol. There's no hops.
No.
It's just like I was
holidays.
hanging out with my grandma.
Yeah. It's like
Right?
Here's a plate of cookies in my mouth still.
Okay. All right, I like what I'm seeing here. Man, the ESB is a classic style.
Yep.
Agreed. Red IPA is edging it out. Thanks, Ruku. Ooh, yeah. Next time.
What?
Let's just say that next show we're doing Underdark. Before the C team gets out of the Underdark.
We should do an Underdark beer. Yeah. I'll figure out some styles for that.
Let's see. Yep. I'm gonna go about 10 seconds maybe on the vote. Right now, Red IPA is running it, but if you are an ESB enthusiast, speak now.
Or forever hold your
Oh
peace.
yeah, Steampunk Jesus is quite right. Rausch beer would be great for an Underdark beer.
Well, we did a Rausch beer already.
We did, but it could be a thing where once we get the grains going,
Oh yeah.
maybe we do two
Two
sets.
sets. Because I mean, essentially we're gonna sit by your smoker and
Drink
drink. Well, realistically,
Heavily.
drink. I kind of want to drink this
from
next.
6 a.m.
Yeah.
to 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay. Red IPA it is.
Okay.
I like I said, man, I think that we have a
This is
rhetorical position here that we can do some pretty neat stuff with.
Okay, so let's first talk about the
Character.
Oh yeah, we got to figure out who
Now
we're
we
doing
need a
this
theme.
for.
So we have a red
So-
IPA. So generally speaking,
Character or place or
exactly,
some kind of lore.
some lore thing, right? So now that we're looking at a red IPA, obviously we're going to continue to customize the recipe based on the event or the environment or the character. But the main thing about it is that basically it's an IPA where the malt stands up for itself.
Yep.
right? It's where it demands to be, it demands to be a part of the conversation. right?
Exactly,
It isn't just a
exactly.
base. It's there to be a part of it.
Right. And, interestingly enough, some of the flavor profiles we're going to get here are stone fruit for the hops.
Well, exactly.
Stone fruit,
So you're
citrus,
getting that Eldorado.
berry, melon. Like, we could
yeah.
play around with these hops just
right.
as much as a double IPA.
Exactly. But because the sweetness is going to be more pronounced from the malt side, that is changing. Even the same hops are going to mean something different.
Yeah.
In the red IPA
Exactly.
context. Ooh, now Bee Stinger is not bad.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Bee Stinger Clan. Well, yeah, because there's an earlier period in the Bee Stinger thing. But you know what, though? If we're going to do a Bee Stinger thing, we should have Kate with us.
We should have Kate on it, yeah.
Ooh, Red Wizards Red Wizards of Thay
Oh,
is very
that's
good
cool.
essay.
But fun to note, next week, Amy T. Falcone is going to be joining us on
Oh,
here.
that's good news.
So
that
we'll
is
be
good
creating
news.
a beer with her.
We're going to be putting together, because sometimes I drive her home from the show, and we have had many conversations about the sort of stuff she wants to put up. I like that. Corbin Shale. Yeah, you're exactly right. Taurus Bee Stinger, Corbin Shale, it does have red hair.
Oh, yeah. Did we get the airships? Yeah, we didn't. We never thought about that. Like, what would Tipsy have on the airship?
Yeah, I don't know. I never know what's coming out of that spigot.
Goddamn spigot.
Right? Let's see. Yeah, I got a Corbin Shale in there. Looking good.
Yeah.
Oh, RIPA. I like that.
Oh, it does have a red balloon. Yeah, that's true, Viking Goat.
Yeah, airship, just as a concept, I think is real good.
Yeah.
Here we go. Take a look. Take a looky
Red
there.
Wizard of Thay. That's cool.
Oh, yeah, featherweight, spice caraway. Trust me, when Amy's here,
Oh, yeah.
when Amy's here, we will take every opportunity
That's going to be brutal
to get way in there, because the reality, right, is think about all the characters that are connected to Amy in the zone. Like,
Oh, yeah.
she is the one that went and talked to Trevor,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, that whole conversation with Trevor was fantastic.
And rendered expertly, of course, by Z.
Oh, God, it was amazing. Whoa,
Danny.
airship.
Danny's up in this mix.
Oh, yeah?
What a pleasure
What?
to see you, Danny. Look, I see the emotes. I know what's required. But take a look. You're not seeing the vortex, and I can tell you why. Right? We know perfectly well why. Because the singing...
That's what... Sure, yeah.
It
Pre-
gave them a density.
Yeah.
Right now, they're just soaking it up right now.
They're living the high life.
It's incredible. This is not even a... This
God,
is
it's not even a contest, yeah.
It's done. Now, airship it is. Now.
So, with a red IPA, let's first talk about where we want this ABV to be on...
Yeah. And so in either case, but there's arguments you could go on either side of it. But tell me about the ABV. It's probably 5, 6, 7?
Yeah. So it's on one of these, the standard is 5.5 to 7.5.
So let's do that.
Yeah, and we could. I mean, but you could always go far above or a little below too. You know.
If it gets too crazy on one of these,
Yeah.
I'll expand it.
Yep. Don't fly drunk. Agreed.
Well, I mean, there's cases. I mean, I think that you could make a rhetorical case for any ABV for the airship.
I mean, exactly. Like, 7.5, sure.
Well, yeah,
you need that to attack, shoot it out the cannon or
exactly.
the harpoons,
exactly.
right?
Or it's like, is that the fuel they use?
Yeah, to
right?
power 5.5. It's for the captain or whoever's steering the ship. At the helm. At that point. call it pilot juice.
Okay.
Oh wow, it's fascinating. Everybody's going lower.
Let's move in.
Yeah.
Haha and Tamashi, we are making a red IPA for the Acquisitions Incorporated Airship thematically. And what we have on tap is Jingle Bell Hop, which is for Trevor at the Doomgate Inn.
It's actually for me. Can you pour some for me?
Airship Fuel, a perfectly good name.
Yeah.
We have not reached the naming phase. When we get to that part, don't forget your name.
Graham Baxter, the question of speaking of a contest, would you enter some of these into a competition? Yes, I think we eventually. Whoa.
This is
Jeff Kales.
Jeff is not here.
September 2018.
Jeff is not here, and so I need to represent
place?
him fully.
I think we will eventually enter some of these into a competition.
10 years.
Yeah, you,
Oh, hey, fellas.
Gentlemen, you need
Do you guys
to.
have any beer?
Nope.
We do have beer.
I'm looking for beer.
Don't have to, no use to me.
Can I tempt you?
Yes, you can.
It's pretty easy question to answer.
Here, smell it first.
Take a waft of that.
So what thematically am I experiencing when I think it's beer?
That is Jingle Bell Hop.
The holidays in a glass.
It does smell like the holiday.
All right.
Here,
You've
try
done
this.
something similar to this in the past.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
It doesn't make
This
any
to be
sense.
sold in the fragrance department of Nordstrom's.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Well,
no, candle.
candles. Candles. We're gonna make some candles.
Okay. Beer candles.
Acking candles. I
Is
think
it
it's
melts
good.
you can drink
Yeah.
it?
What do you think?
That's brilliant.
That's pretty good.
Tastes like Christmas.
It's very Christmassy, right? Baked goods. Christmas. Baked goods. Now, 5.5 it is.
Yeah. That's
5.5. Awesome.
Cheers.
Yeah.
There you go.
Enjoy yourself,
Enjoy.
Stubbs. Now, so we've got a good thing going, right? Sitting at
Right.
5.5, there's lots to play around with down at that
Yep.
level.
At 5.5, absolutely. So here's what the next question we need to. Are you getting? Waft?
No. Obviously, I'm getting waft on that. But now, take a look,
Look
at
at
the
that. Look at that
motherfucking color.
already, and we're not even
No,
into the
this is
mash.
the first part. This
This
is
is
that
the protein,
dough in,
yeah.
right? That rest. But I'm saying, look at this color. I mean, 5 minutes ago, it was not like this. I don't think. I looked over and I did not see this mantle of darkness.
That nut lord.
But if you look real close here in the step filter, you can get a sense. Every now and then, you can see those grains.
Yeah.
And it's that tiny percentage of them in there that is giving them that color. I'm
Yeah.
so glad they went with a darker color.
Yeah,
for
it
the
was
brown
really,
ale.
really neat.
But I mean, but I can smell it right now, and I already know where it's going to be in the glass.
And Josh nailed it when he was saying this is going to be a peanut butter cup, essentially,
Oh, hell yes.
like that you can already get the waft of the chocolate from the
chocolate
black malt,
is massive in there.
and then we just add some peanuts to it, and life is delicious.
Yeah, that could be a dream.
So, the next thing when we're doing an IPA is what we really want to talk about is where our IBU is going to fall. How bitter do we want this beer to
how
be?
much of a punch in the mouth?
Yeah.
Right. Like I say, generally speaking, with a red IPA, even at the higher levels of IBU, the malt is still so present that there's actually some contention there.
Exactly.
It doesn't taste the same, right? It's like a wind chill.
Yeah, exactly. So what we want to look for is the standard is between 40 and 70 IBUs.
Yes.
Now, 40 is kind of the base starting area for an IPA. You could go a little lower. When you hit about 65, that's where your doubles are usually starting. Your double IPAs are usually
True.
Coming into bitterness if you want some something to kind of reference that.
Yeah, but 40 would be a little low.
I think it'd be a
here.
little low. I think you'd want to up it a little more just to balance out some of the malt and caramel and everything right up like this.
Yeah. So we got a range here. IBU bitterness. International bittering units. Okay.
This isn't fair. I'm drinking a cookie.
Yeah. You have invented the liquid cookie. There we go. No, we got a couple good options in there.
Yeah.
But that's the main thing is that we'll be coming out of this no matter what, even if it is in the higher range, the glass is going to be different.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It was really neat. I was talking with Tony at Micro Homebrew today, where we get the grades from,
yeah.
and we were talking about the secret stash and like all the different ways you can put nuts into it, and what kind of nuts to use.
Because I mean, this motherfucker does this shit all day.
Yeah. Those guys over there are fantastic. So you can talk to any of them, and they all have a wealth of knowledge because they're just talking about beer all day.
Well, yeah.
Beer making all day. But we could, the concept is, do we want, for the secret stash, do we want to add it to the boil? Hey.
Oh, you put the nuts in up front.
So it's more taste. It's more of a taste instead of an aroma.
Give it a second. But you'll already be able to get some of the payload off of the nose, so give that a shot. Right?
Right?
It's crazy.
That's jingly.
Yeah.
Getting jangled. Yeah, so they like it in the middle here. We got 50 and 60. I'm going to let it ride a little bit.
Oh, wow, that's
until
close. Yeah, and I think Orion mentioned it in the chat. You can kind of go a little higher with a red in ABV, and they're absolutely right, because it's going to balance out that maltiness.
It's so good, right?
Yeah.
I think it's really, really special, actually. All right. Oh, Zoidberg, the bellhop is out of control.
This is nuts.
If you're just popping in, holy shit. Oh, JP Will saying maybe freeze him before you drop him in.
Yep, absolutely.
Is that a good trick?
Yep. There's a lot of things you can do just to extract the oils out of the nut.
Oh, and do it that way?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh wow, this
we're
is
sitting
still
at
pretty
60.
close.
I
Yeah.
think 60. I think that it seems like 60 is going to run with it, and honestly, I think that's perfect.
Okay. Sounds like a
I
plan
think
to me.
that is perfect.
Now,
Oh, here, hold on. I just want to draw everybody's. I'm so glad you're already on there, Josh. I just want to draw everybody's attention over to this
What up?
fucking evil color here.
yeah, you need to try
A
this.
little teeny.
No,
I got
no,
you.
no, no.
I got
need
you.
to-
I'm trying to
Oh yeah,
watch
cut.
the weight.
Yeah.
so just a little, just enough so I can have an opinion.
You're gonna want a big opinion.
How is it?
It's.
Or do you not want to color my?
I don't want. Yeah, I don't want.
Don't say shit.
Too much.
I don't
Oh,
want
no,
to ruin your
it's-
experience.
It's
like
not
that.
super crazy. Here, you give that a try.
Take a whiff first.
It smells like. It smells like cinnamon. It smells like.
Don't you freaking say anything about the fissure, damn it!
Here,
Yeah.
here, here, come back here so that you can be in view of
Yeah.
of the friends. Hi.
Hey guys,
All right.
Hey, bud.
what are you doing? Ryan Granel Fisher Hartman himself.
Man, that's interesting.
Isn't it?
That's,
Different, right?
Yeah.
It's wild.
It tastes like apple cider. or
Yeah.
something.
Mhm.
It tastes like a cider. Yeah. It's
yeah,
good.
because it's
It makes
all,
no sense.
Like
I
all
did
of,
not think this was going to be good. I'll be
Yeah.
honest. When you were describing it, I was like, that sounds.
Yeah.
gross.
yeah, all of the cinnamon and ginger is on the nose, but then you get the malt character. It's like drinking a cookie.
It is. Yeah. Yeah. It's like cinnamon cake.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, or like coffee cake.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
That's a
no,
great
no,
coffee cake.
exactly right. Because especially if you're talking about coffee cake, then you're also talking about that like the streusel like crumble that often has a lot of oats in it.
Yeah.
And so that's the secret weapon here is that there's actually oats in the boil.
When am I not talking about coffee cake?
I mean,
Yeah, true.
all day, every day. Right?
Really get that apple cinnamon. It's like Apple Jacks.
It is.
Cereal.
Yeah, exactly. Apple Jack cereal in beer form. That's what we've accomplished today.
Give it to
Give it to your chidlers. Now,
Now, last thing we need to decide
is a color.
is that color. So we're looking between 11 and 19 is the standard, right? You guys can see this down here on the standard right in Beersmith.
Mm-hmm.
But we could go darker if we wanted to. Like we could go up to 24 if we really
Interesting.
wanted to get a little darker in
Let's
color.
give them a useful range here, right?
So 11 is going to be our jumping off point.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's going to be that
beautiful
light,
color,
golden,
orangey,
reddish, reddish
right?
color.
Right. 11 is your golden cup.
Yep.
Then I'd say
God, what do you think? Like 20?
from there,
18, 19?
yeah. From there, I'd say you move to
I think 19 or 20, right? Or I don't know.
yes. 19 is the next one.
Yeah.
because it's one shade past. It's like you're doing the calibration for
Yeah,
your TV.
yeah.
And then past this, I would say, hey, let's say 27.
Oh, you want deep red?
Well, I'm saying
I like
I'm
it.
saying give real choices.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
These are the actual.
Give the spectrum.
Exactly.
Zoidberg, this is the secret stash for the Nut Lord
Secret stash.
in the Pico, and we're currently crafting and working on a red IPA for the airship.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, this is evenly matched so far.
Mm-hmm.
Ralph the Llama.
Thanks, Ralph.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Just absolutely wonderful.
There's so many bad Christmas ales, and there's so many bad pumpkin ales. Like this is gonna work. Like in either of those contexts, this is just the right choice.
Yeah.
If you're looking for that spicy, mild ale,
Yeah.
that's ready to go. If you're looking for, something to make the darkest months of the year
It's a little more
a
pleasant.
little brighter, obviously we can provide that service as well.
And we really, Jeff is going to get back, and I don't want to
It's
rub it in his
heartbreaking.
face,
Yeah,
but like
it's heartbreaking.
this
though.
is like to the extent that I think Jeff loves Christmas more than anybody I know on this planet.
He's into it.
Yeah, and this is a bottled version for him.
It is. Thanks, Rogue Agent. No, it's very, very good.
Hey,
Hey there.
you guys need to try this beer. Come on in.
So, Nathan, you can have some now?
Yes.
Okay, good.
January's over.
Yes. Taurus, I don't think we can save him a junk. I think this is going to be gone by the end of the day.
So, smell it first.
It smells like a cider. It just smells like apples and cinnamon.
Yeah. Okay, so it was crystallized ginger and cinnamon sticks that we threw in secondary to give it that aroma.
Right?
But if you taste it's all malt once it gets into your mouth. Like none of that kind of translates.
Yeah, what is that? It doesn't.
Yeah.
It's just them. It makes
It's
no
where
sense.
it's where we added it into the. If we put it in the boil, you would have tasted the cinnamon and the ginger on your tongue.
Exactly. So after it's cold, after it's already done brewing and it's fermenting, then we add the cinnamon and the ginger, the sugared ginger, after, sort of like a tea bag, and then we remove it so it doesn't stay in there the whole time.
I'm trying to feel it.
So you're
I'm trying to find it.
Did-
getting the
Yeah.
scent, but not the flavor.
Exactly.
That
So it's just
smells amazing.
it's just the
but
experience.
Yet when you
Get down
taste
in
it,
there,
right, nothing.
cool,
Yeah.
smooth, refreshing.
This is the best.
Crisp.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the oats.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's oats actually in the grains, and so that gives it that sort of that baked good quality after the fact.
Right.
So smooth.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's so
It's
smooth.
so
Yeah, well, and that's
good.
the thing too. It's very smooth. It's palatable.
Yeah, it's possible.
It's very
if it
drinkable.
tasted like it smelled, you wouldn't be able to.
No, you would have a.
You couldn't put up with it.
It would be very rich, and you would just be okay. Here's like a half a glass, and I'm good.
Yeah, and you
You
might
know?
like it, but you're not going to have any more.
Exactly.
Like this is actually a drinkable
Yeah.
beer that
Right.
has those characters.
Yeah.
Aspects.
It has these characters, and it's not a stunty beer, like where it's like we just did this to see what could happen, like a peanut butter and jelly beer, right? Like
Yeah.
that's been done,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
and it's like it's great. It tastes really good, but I can only drink like a half a glass.
Exactly. You can't really commit to
No,
it.
this I want to drink the half
It's
a keg.
It's actually been a problem. So,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
There is more.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's very good.
So 19.
Yeah.
You grab a little bit more. Oh yeah, he's okay. So,
Yeah, so-
Nathan's going back.
Nathan, I value your opinion. What do you think? What are your thoughts on
He's
this
going for
one?
the sequel.
It's very tasty. Crisp, clean. I would drink a bunch of this.
I'll take it.
Sometimes when you're drinking something, the hoppiness or the flavor just builds up on your tongue. And
Yeah.
you don't
Oh,
want to-
yeah,
you don't want to drink
it
but this is-
accumulates.
Oh, that's
right?
an interesting way to think about it too.
And it never actually gets released.
Yeah.
This is just very friendly,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
So smooth.
So smooth. Hey, so
I never
19,
thought-
my friend.
19, cool.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Pleasure, sir. So 19,
Okay.
looking solid.
All
Looking real
right.
good.
This is fantastic. Let's get to work, everyone.
So yeah, exactly. So we have the guts of this thing. We basically know.
Where we want to go.
So we spent the first part basically like pounding in fence posts.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now we got to figure out what's going on inside.
So let's start with our base malt. What's going to give us the what are we going to use for the best to get the most ABV and sugars and starches?
Exactly,
out of these
but
grains?
also, but really to stand in contention with whatever the hopping is going to be in this.
Yep.
So we're thinking more about that up front, I think.
Exactly.
Thanks, good Kevin.
So we are going to. We'll do two choices. One is going to be our 2-row.
Classic.
This
Crisp, clean?
is it's crisp. It's clean. The majority of IPAs are made with 2-row. Or I did not say special B, Lestat. I did not say special
Not
B.
this time.
Not this
or
time.
second choice, Special B. Great
Special
grain.
B.
My favorite grain.
We're gonna make
I
a
own
beer-
a lot of stock in Special B Corp.
We're gonna make an entire just one beer. It's just all Special B.
Please.
No, I'm scared. That's going to taste horrible.
Well, listen, we could.
Even I would say that.
They don't know how to make bad beers.
Yeah, I know.
So honestly, next we just have to challenge it.
Yeah.
Like what we have to do next is basically like scientifically test
Yeah, how to make a bad beer?
their ability
Like,
to fix. Basically, it's gonna be the Dark Souls of brewing, right?
No, I'm scared. I'm already scared.
Here, so 2-row.
So 2-row or Munich?
Exactly. Yeah, Munich is very good, very solid for reds. Mm-hmm. That's big caramel flavor.
Yep.
And good color, as I recall, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, Dragon Breath, both B and Roast would be, I know I'm partial, but they would be fantastic for the style.
Oh yeah. It's just a coincidence.
Yeah.
It's not like, it's not a
I'm
choice
I'm
he's
really
making.
not pushing that.
Dude, I see you like you're like in the alley. You've got like
Yeah,
these
but-
sacks of grain. You're like, listen.
Hey, you got the B?
I got it. Yeah, exactly. No, man. I'm rooting for it.
It's like, you got the Mott's? You got the B?
You're trading applesauce for grains.
I mean, I'm okay with
It's
this
a jar
trade.
tidings,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah, so that
And this should be wrestling. This is
actually
this
a difficult
good
decision.
choice. I
Yeah.
mean,
This is a difficult decision. Well, not difficult, but yeah, I feel like
there is a
the malevolent caramel. You really need to choose two based on your name, right?
yeah.
Like, oh, Crazy Forest Gnome, Cara Red.
Dude,
We can absolutely.
With the deep cut. CFG.
Yeah, that's yes. Cara Red would be fantastic.
Yeah, and it would be an especially good combo here with the Munich too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ultimately it was close.
Oh wow, it's coming back because 2-row was leading for a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fascinating, right? Because do we build the caramel flavor and the color from the beginning, or do we go, or do we say no? We're going to be very crisp and clean and clear, and let the specialty grains do the talking.
I think they want a Munich base here. It's about 10 over. They want a Munich base, and then we're going to see what's going to happen on top of it. So
Yeah.
you should. So
Come on in.
So talk to CFG. Yo.
There is.
I got it.
It's absolutely fantastic.
No mug. All right.
Pre-mugged.
Et voila.
Merci.
Look at that. That is fantastic. Steampunk, I have not heard of Red X.
Oh. Just yeah.
Yeah, take
you
a
are
whiff
in,
of that.
You are in for a treat. Right? Yeah.
Right.
Real
yeah.
joy.
Yeah.
Real joy on the face zone.
Oh,
Ooh,
red
red
wheat.
wheat.
That's fascinating.
That's a bold choice.
Orion, you're right. 2-row doesn't get the love it deserves.
Right?
But even still, we're going to go with Munich.
Yeah, so red. So exactly. So here on this next one, do you want to do Cara Red and red wheat?
Yes, we can do that.
Oh man, it's heating up to the next temp. It's bringing it back up to 152.
Yeah, wait till you
So
see.
basically now these are just in here with a lot of the wort pumped off, and it smells delish.
What did we say, guys? What did we say we were going with for the ABV? Do you remember? 6.5?
6.5.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's hit it with the Cara Red.
Yeah, no, and Cara Red is new. We have not used it on the show, and we haven't used red wheat either. So can you hook them up?
Absolutely. So red wheat is, actually they're both, so, it's body color improves head rate. So let's check out the SRMs on these grains. So on a Cara Red, your SRMs are around a 20.
Oh,
So it would be
Tasteful.
like, it's still a crystal malt, and so it's going to be there for the head retention,
yeah.
add a little flavor, and give us some of that caramel. The red wheat, so if we take red wheat, that is going to give us, obviously, the more wheaty flavor to the beer, like as in a wheat beer, give us that color, or actually not really give us a color, it's about a 2.9 SRM.
Yeah.
Or no, yeah, 2.9 to 3.2. But that will allow us to play around with other crystals and caramels.
To throw in a third grain, basically.
we would have to because the SRM is so low.
So low. We got to throw something else crazy in there.
So if we want to make this taste more weedy, that's where we would go. If we want to make this more malt based,
well, and
'cause
basically to
dark,
back up, yeah. I mean,
and with with dark fruit flavors, we would go with the Cara Red.
yeah. I mean, my suspicion is that oh man, it's a fucking knife fight in the poll. Yeah, it's like there's no reason like when you look at it, you think it's going to be one thing, but it's like there's no second guessing them. The fact of the matter is that
Yeah,
I mean it always could happen. I'm going to fuck it up.
could happen.
Calderon, there's absolutely a way we can do both. We can definitely throw the other one into this second rung.
We absolutely can, but what we want to, if we can throw both in. We're gonna want to. We'll have a discussion about how much caramel flavor we want and the color
Yeah,
to get us up to 19.
So Clues is saying it was 5.5. I must have messed up.
oh, okay.
It's fine.
That's fine.
The people have spoken.
The people,
You know what I mean?
5.5.
Man, I don't know how this is going to go.
I know this is intense. So guys, yeah, when you're voting, think red wheat's going to allow us to play around with a lot more of the caramel flavors, whereas the Cara Red is going to allow us to play around with the more darker colors and darker fruit flavors.
Oh man, here I'm going to look. I'm just going to put my mouse over this. I'm going to count to 10 in my mind,
In your mind.
and then I'm going to click Finish Poll because I honestly don't know where it's going to go. Red wheat.
Red wheat got it? I love it.
It was
Okay.
it was one vote.
What?
One vote.
What? No, come on. Who was the last voter? Can we find that out?
Well, it doesn't show me here. So that's a close one. So Cara Red should definitely be in the offing for the next wave,
Okay.
just because it's obviously Cara Red has got those real fans.
Okay, so let's do red wheat. There we go. Rawr.
Pedro, thanks so much.
Okay, so you guys will notice we're where we are right now on the color scale with just those two. We're at 10 SRM, and we're looking for a 19.
Yeah,
So we've got a little bit of wiggle room with what we're gonna play around
toss
with.
in.
So let's take a look at the Cara Red, and I'll show you what each one of these do.
Thanks
So-
to our friends at Beersmith.
Yeah, Cara Red we can add in.
Oh, it's at 20. Cara Red is at 20.
It's a
SRM?
20 SRM.
Interesting.
So we can put some in. I don't want it to be 20% of this recipe batch. So Cara Red will get us right to about 13, 14 on the SRM. Or let's talk about taking a dark crystal malt, which is going to make it
Imagine a dark crystal malt. Something to consider.
something to consider, like a.
Thanks, Zeno.
Oh, this is fascinating. Okay, let's take a crystal 80.
So Orion Rogue is like Crystal 40. Yeah, CFG's in for Carafa 3. We got the pros in this shit now. Add some 60L.
Love it.
This is pro.
So we could go right there we could get right to that 19 with the caramel 80.
Okay.
Or let's get a little crazy, and if we want a deep flavor, we'll do caramel 120. This is gonna give a deep, dark caramel flavor to this beer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's so great. The pole guy added this quick reuse.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's right.
I mean, we have never used Caramel 120
No.
on the stream. So that's new stuff.
Well, Cara Red's taken off.
Yeah, it's a winner. Yeah, it's interesting. It could be that there's a few grain fetishists out there that want to explore 50 shades of grains.
Well, what could be fun is if we do a caramel 20, we could still add Cara Red in there.
Just a sprinkle.
Just a little bit. Not saying we can't.
Yeah, so the Caramel 120 counterinsurgency has come in. They're going to work. They've infiltrated the highest levels of government.
No!
Oh, 20 more degrees. That's going to hit those grains.
I know, those grains are... I mean, they're already pre-worked.
So, yeah, rest.
They're
exactly.
Yeah, they're
The wart's going to hit it.
Yeah, I mean, they're just going to be accepting of all the water that gets dumped right on top.
It's going to harvest.
Yeah. No, Taurus, there could not be a fissure of grains.
There's no fissure of grains.
There's no such thing in this.
Beast man. Now, Cara Red, I feel confident, is the result of a democratic process.
All right. Okay, so we're at... So Cara Red being very low on the SRM scale, it's only 20.
Yeah.
We need to add something to darken this up.
Okay.
Because the red wheat is not high in color.
Yeah. All the flavors are there.
These are the flavors. So let's talk about what we
want. You need basically something to, like, thumb the scale a little bit.
I want to see what happens when we do a...
Quantum feeling. Thank you so much.
Okay, so we can go back. I'm going to vote for the Crystal 120 is usable. It's going to deepen the caramel flavor and deepen the color and get us right to that 19. Or let's talk about the airship. What would be a cool flavor? We're looking for deep, fruity flavors.
On the grain side.
On the grain side.
Okay.
Oh, I never thought about this.
What are you thinking? Intense flavor?
Melanoidin malt. This is a malt that gets used. So in Germany, one of the main ways to brew, because of the purity laws, is using decoction mashing.
Right.
Which is where you take some of the wort out you caramelize it and then put it back in.
Right.
The melanoidin malt does the same exact thing, just you don't have to do that process.
Oh, so are the grains soaked in
yeah,
malt, basically?
it's basically taking the flavor, yes, essentially. So let's put that in there, and that's going to once again deepen the caramel flavor, but also give us the color that we kind of want.
Yeah, either one of those is going to fix this thing right quick, right?
Absolutely. And I don't think we've actually touched melanoidin malt yet on this show.
Well, neither one of these has been in a recipe
yeah,
that I remember.
a lot of when I use it, it's when I'm making dunkels and box.
Oh, sure.
That's when you're putting that
you
in.
basically get there up front.
Yep.
It's like fortified, right? It's a fortified malt. Oh man, they're into that melanoidin.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna.
What's the SRM on it?
It's about 40.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So it's going to give us a little more dark. It's going to give us some really fantastic flavors.
Big.
Think of any kind of Doppelbock you might have had.
So big
Warsteiner
syrup.
Dunkel.
Oh, exactly.
Is
But
going to have that.
The syrup texture of mouthfeel, right?
Yep.
Mega malt.
Yep.
Man, what new challenger are we gonna bring in here to contest this fucking steamroller malt bill?
This is going to be. We need to really have a discussion about hops after this.
Yeah, man. S.A. Wells is hooking people up with the purity laws.
Yeah, this is great.
I don't think it's. I think that it's a cultural practice. I'm not sure if it's a legal thing anymore.
I don't.
But I think that. I think
I don't
that
know. A
it's,
lot of my friends that were brewers in Germany were pissed that we didn't have to do that kind of mashing, and they still had to do it.
Oh, there's some other rule. Oh, okay.
Because it's always been done like that, so they kind of have to stick to it.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Melanoidin is it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I say, I think that it might be relaxed somewhat, but the brewers and certainly the beer enthusiasts I know that are German, they still hold to it.
Oh yeah.
There is a lot about American brewing that is, I mean, if not just gross, is considered like gauche in a way, where we're doing a lot of crazy shit, and like for us, it's like, oh yeah, we're putting all this crazy shit in here, and then, generally speaking, to the German palate, which is like an ancient cultural practice in terms of brewing,
Totally.
it's gross.
Yeah.
Like we sometimes talk about stunt beers.
Yeah.
They think, I mean, the brewers and like craft beer enthusiasts that I know that are German are not. They don't like that kind of stuff.
Yeah. But they're getting there, which is kind of cool. It's interesting to see my friends from Germany, their palates kind of
Shifting.
like Christian, right? Like he's a fantastic example of that.
So Christian is a friend of ours who is a fan of Acquisitions Incorporated, and he comes over to the shows to see AI, and in fact, he brought his daughter for her birthday.
For Unplugged.
Yeah, for Unplugged, which was pretty amazing. But we've had a lot of conversations with him, sort of about beer culture and where brewing's at in Germany right now. It's in a very, very interesting place.
Mashi, yes, let's talk about Willamette hops. I love those hops.
No, it's like talk with your children.
Yeah.
About Willamette hops.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got?
Okay, so let's talk hops. We were going for 60 IBUs. So let's talk what we're going to use for our bittering hop.
To get there.
Yep.
Yeah. So this bittering hop, as we have suggested, oh man, here it comes again. Here comes the rain again. Falling
that.
on the grains like a memory. So,
Look at that.
oh
Look at
yeah,
that color.
But also look at the channel. Look
Yeah,
at the
that's
channel that it is actually like hit the middle of the grain bed with.
A
And it's
granule.
just carrying away.
Yeah. I didn't say fissure. It's a granule.
It's going to be a situation
Where it
like
escalates?
a trachea chop.
Yeah.
It's going to start as a turkey chop, but then like your entire head will be removed, and I'll feel bad for a second.
For a second, and then you'll be like, oh man, I can
No,
still,
no,
I can
no,
still
I'll-
brew this beer.
I'll medicate.
The recipe's still in the
Yeah,
machine. I can make this
exactly.
all fucking day.
Exactly. So, obviously, that's looking like $1 million.
Yeah.
So let's talk about these hops.
Yes. So first, I like Willamette. Now, empty heads. There are some fun Hallertau variants, and we will use those for some flavoring and aromas. But Willamette
So tell me about
Willamette.
this. Yeah, tell me about Willamette.
Is mild, grassy, floral, and spicy. Are the main bittering flavors. Now, here's another. I don't think we've used Centennial yet.
But dude, that is bold as hell.
Mm-hmm.
I think Willamette would be a very good choice.
Right.
But yeah. So what's next?
So these red IPAs are typically defined by their citrusy and piney flavors.
Yes.
So the next one we're going to talk about is Centennial, which is all of those. It's floral, citrus. It's a clean flavor.
Mm-hmm.
And let me give you guys one more to talk about.
Oh man. Those exotic scents. I mean, the entire thing, it's like, it's something about this bill, but I mean, it's basically transformed the entire thing into a vortex.
It's great.
Yeah,
It's absolutely fantastic.
that's how it should be. All right,
I think
now,
it was the pre-singing.
there's this that goes without saying. So, what do you think for option 3?
I like what Graham Baxter is saying with El Dorado.
Well, I'm not going to argue with you. Yes, a juicy, dank stone fruits, right?
Yeah, so Willamette, El Dorado, and Centennial
Indeed.
will be our bitterings.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have been comfortable putting it out there. I don't want to guide it too much. It's like I feel like we have a dowsing rod here for where the beer industry will be in 5 years. Like,
yeah,
I don't want to. I
exactly.
don't want to touch it too much, right?
Yep.
Oh, Photon, yeah, you bet. You bet this is dark. This shit is coming out great, but it's like you can't. I mean, there's certain aspects that you can't see because you're seeing it through the camera, and with this specific lighting. But the color, dark as it looks on there, is actually, and back me up on this, EJB. This is like a rich, like a chestnut color.
Yeah, and you see some. What's fascinating too is if you look at the grains, there's that spectrum, and you can see where the black malt is because the
it's
grains
sticking
are
out.
actually darker
Oh yeah, around it.
around it.
They are darkening the grains.
Yeah.
Oh man, it is going to work.
Yep.
So, what's it looking like back on here? Ooh, Centennial.
Ooh,
A great choice.
Wow, yeah,
A great choice.
it's. I mean, Centennial is a classic.
Oh yeah.
Lestat, I agree. This is a tough decision too.
Yeah, and honestly, even for the base, I'm okay not doing El Dorado.
No, I know we've used El Dorado before.
We just did.
So,
You know, we pushed it.
one day we will get to Willamette. It will happen.
Yeah.
It's in the name.
It's a zone. It's a realm. Yep. I think the Centennial
Yeah, I think Centennial's got it.
is the victory condition. Okay. Now, floral citrus pine, such a nice base for the bittering, though.
So let's talk about flavoring.
Exactly. So yeah. So
This
let's,
is where it
so
gets
let's build up on
fun.
top of that scaffold. Because again, so we're always using hops. Like there's always going to be hops there just to contend with the sweetness of the grain bills. But we do very, very few IPAs on the show.
Yeah.
And so we've made a an incredible stage, right, for the hops.
Absolutely. So the first one, I'm going to go with some recommendations in the chat. So Hallertau has a lot of variations, and the one that's really neat that would play really well with this is Hallertau Blanc.
Ah,
It is floral, fruity. It has it's going to taste like passion fruit, grapefruit, pineapple. All of these
it's a tropical
yeah,
fruit.
all these amazing fruit flavors.
okay.
The next, let's hit it with some.
Okay.
Now, so this can be used for both. I'm going to go with Pacific Jade.
Oh yeah. Okay.
This is going to give us some very citrus and black pepper flavors.
Interesting. So both of these, in my opinion, both of these are very, very nice. Both of these basically take some aspect of the Centennial.
Yep.
It's like putting points into a specific tree. Like the Centennial is the class, and then now we are putting points into specific abilities, right?
Yep, exactly.
So let's see. So we did that there. We went floral, citrus, but we went with a spicy thing. What's our third option?
Let's go with some Citra.
Oh, ha! All right, sorry.
CFG came up with another great recommendation.
Yeah. Would you say that juicy citrus is
Yes.
okay as a
Yeah.
description for Citra?
Yeah.
It's real good. There's a lot of amazing local local beers that
Yeah.
make good use of citrus.
Arcanos-
Stoop has an amazing citrus.
Yeah. Arcanos Simcoe is another good. Black pepper, like the airship cannon fire. Agreed.
Pepper shot?
But Simcoe is actually another great flavoring hops and aroma hop. Usually, you can use that in conjunction with a Citra. So that will be on the next vote that
You
we
see
do.
that a lot.
Yeah.
So there's our three.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so we have our base down there. Yeah, any one of these. I would drink any one of these, honestly. They all build on it really, really well. Man, jumping in for the pack, Jade.
Yeah.
It's running away. What? I think it's because, man, especially against
But
that sweet
Tenuous
back-
was right. The airship had ballistas.
true.
Right.
Ballast.
Ballista.
Yeah, but they're into this. They're into the black pepper.
Which is very cool.
Empty heads. I'd be really surprised if we didn't do an aroma edition for an IPA.
I already got them picked out.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
great.
I'd be surprised. But yeah, especially against the sweet back with the dark, rich malt, and then to put a pepper, that's fucking
Rad.
real good. Tuba Geek is saying maybe add a sprinkle more Jade for flame out. But so it should be one of our options, maybe. Listen, it's Pacific Jade. We got there. We're done. Now, aroma hop.
So, Citra.
Mm-hmm.
Simcoe. And Amarillo Gold.
Citrus.
Actually, no, not Amarillo Gold. We're gonna go. I'm gonna bring it back and bring the Hallertau Blanc back.
Okay.
Because that grapefruit and passion fruit would be fantastic.
Oh yeah, up just up here.
Yep.
Yeah, here. So Simcoe, give me a couple notes on that.
Sure. I'll give you some.
It's a classic, but I can't remember it right now.
So it is going to citrus and pine.
Same. Oh, moving in the more resinous.
Yeah, it's going to give you that resin flavor, which is a staple of a red IPA.
And then Hallertau Blanc.
Yep, which is going to give grapefruit and passion fruit. And essentially, when you take a waft of this, it's going to smell like
Candy.
candy. So yeah, essentially.
So get in there. Take a look at that red Zeppelin. Red Zeppelin is a great name.
That
See, they're already.
is,
See, they're
yeah.
already. You're jumping to the end. You're jumping to the end. 100th red balloon. Got those Luftballons. Oh yeah, Tradius. I think Red Zeppelin may run away with this one. That's just my guess. Man, Citra and Hallertau. It's like the bad music video. Like they got like a
Yeah, dun, dun,
tied
dun,
in.
yeah, just
with the wrists.
yeah, absolutely. Knives drawn, switchblades. Some might call them. Oh, it's interesting. Yeah. Digging it. I'm trying to think of what would be better with that. So with the Pacific Jade, you're getting the citrusy and pine flavors.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, citrusy and pepper. So what would go the best with that? Is it more citrus? Is it passion fruit?
Yeah, exactly. And remember that's just the nose aspect.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
you know, if it isn't completely in line, if that's just part of this, you know, this aspect, phase one, and then you move down to the rest of the glass, it's probably fine. But no, Citra would be an amazing combo. Hopped air balloon. Got some nerds.
99 hopped air balloons.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. It was close, I think, between Citra and
Wow,
Hallertau.
yeah, Hallertau. Wow, that took a yeah.
But it's Hallertau.
This is going to be fascinating.
Yeah, this is going to be very, very juicy and tasty. So
So we're going to add that at about 5 minutes.
okay, and so it, past that, it's actually a name, right?
Two more things to talk about.
Yeah.
Do we want to add, or do we want to do a dry hop edition of these, where we'll dry hop the Pacific and the Hallertau?
Well, we have to do a dry, so it's really the choice is between Pacific Jade.
No. The choice is, do we want to? I would just say, do we want to do a dry hop edition or not? We don't have to.
Yeah.
We're already at the right IBUs. Do we want the flavoring? Do we want a more intense
Exactly.
flavor
Are we
and
done?
aroma?
Yeah. Are
come
we
off
done?
of the nose?
Or
Yeah.
do we want to scaffold a little bit of extra vigor?
Or do we want the maltiness and the caramel to kind of come shine through?
yeah, exactly.
The dry hop additions are going to make it more hoppy on the nose, where if we don't, it's going to be more of that dark caramel
The
taste
body.
coming through.
Yeah.
So that's what you think about when you guys are making this vote.
Yeah. Zeno's making their case. More malt, not more hop. Yeah. The brewers in the audience are definitely making their nay case, I think, quite well.
I agree.
Basically, it's where we emphasizing it,
Yep.
right? Is it a red IPA? If so, you know,
Yep.
obviously we get to mess around with every one of these standards, but by the same token, you know, if we're trying to emphasize that part of the glass, then, you know, we have to accept that.
Exactly.
No, yeah, Zeno flipped this thing around. Nay's running away with it now. And the hop base it has right now is very solid.
Yeah.
It's purely an aesthetic thing here at the end, right?
Yep. Absolutely.
No, I think it's got to be Nay. I think Nay.
You think Nay
They
has
crushed
it?
They crushed it. Yeah, they had a some populist rhetoric in there. All right. Oh man. Look where this is going. And again, like maybe you can see it on there, maybe you can't, but take a look at this.
Oh God, look at that.
The
Jeez.
Just oh
I'm so excited for this beer.
yeah, it's a coffee with just like a touch of milk. Like it's actually the color is super, super rich. Okay, now we need names.
We need yeast.
Oh right, yeast.
So
I always forget yeast.
Ooh. Okay, so we're gonna try this one. We typically, when we use the American ale, we've only used the original American ale. We're gonna use the American Ale 2, which is going to be a clean flavor. It's gonna be a little tart and a little nutty, but it will accentuate
That nutty. I was gonna say
Yeah.
that nutty thing is gonna bring the red up.
Yeah, but what it's also gonna do is accentuate the fruit flavors in the beer.
Okay.
And then we will go with wheat.
Oh, like
Just a
like
wheat.
a vice beer type.
Yeah, a wheat. Yeah, a wheat yeast, and that's going to give us. That's going to really bring out the fruit flavors. It'll be crisp. Yeah. Crisp, tart. Yep, exactly. Dry, crisp, and tart.
Oh yeah. Hello, Corkle. Yeah, yeah.
Maximum fruit.
There's a case to be made that there is a rotisserie type commercial. There could be a QVC aspect.
Oh, this is fascinating.
It's healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as you start pushing into the end, crazy first name. Wheat yeast for an IPA? Madness.
That's what we do here.
Yeah, listen, but we have had some really, really solid experiments with yeast
Yeah.
on a base that you would just assume was for something else.
Yeah, like think of Velvet Cape.
Yeah, velvet rope will always be like the example that I direct someone toward.
Yeah.
Where it's like we made a classic German style beer with a ale yeast.
Yeah. And a wheat.
Yeah,
ale, yeah. a wheat
exactly.
yeast. And it's like, this should not happen.
No,
And
no,
was
and it
great.
shouldn't have been amazing. But we drank that entire keg like before lunch in the woods.
Yeah. Before lunch on this show too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
American ale
Nailed it.
is
okay.
taking it away. Now,
We need names.
yes, we do. Red Zeppelin is going up. Now, what else do we got? Beer Lista.
That's good.
Airship Fuel. Bombs Ale Away. Beer It in the Sky.
What? Who
Red
did that?
IPA at Night. Sailor's Delight. Battle Ready is kind of cool.
Oh, that's neat. The Dragon Shooter. Yeah.
Good Beer Blimp. Sailor's Delight is pretty good. Bag of Nails. Don't talk about him. Just chat. Operation Airstrike. Eric the Red.
Jesus, for real.
Red Hot Cannon. Let's see. Tipsy Ale. Pretty solid. I'll get one more. Red Balloon.
Red Balloon. The red beerin', that's fucking great.
All right, we got a few options in
Yeah.
here, although I got a suspicion about where this is going to go.
Beer Lista? Okay, that's cool. I didn't see that one. Wow, these are great.
No fly zone. Yeah, I think. I mean, I have a vote. You know, I know where I'm going to go.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think...
D100 red
yeah.
balloons.
I don't know how anybody...
I don't think it's a fight.
Yeah, I don't think this is even a contest. Red Zeppelin, I mean, how do you not?
There's good ones out there. I mean, I'm not. I put them all in there for a reason. I think there's a lot of cool names, but goddamn, Red Zeppelin is a it's a quality product. You know,
Endorsed by Robert Plant.
exactly. A lot of fun.
He actually already called into the show. I got text messages from him. right now.
Exactly. Yeah, I think we're solid here.
I think it's Red Zeppelin.
It's Red Zeppelin.
It's
Red Zeppelin. Well, that is another incredible beer recipe
I'm excited for
generated
all these beers.
in full collaboration with the channel. Got another one here in the process of being born.
Yeah.
So good. Well, hey, man, you want to hit a couple of questions
Yeah.
and we'll bounce out of here?
Whitefire, yes. March is approaching, so yeah, we'll do a Marzen soon. Marzens are typically brewed in March.
Yeah.
So,
Makes sense.
does Jeff, as the leader of the 6 he is, already have a beer?
No, but we could, but he hasn't really been released. Like, he hasn't really been enunciated in the campaign yet.
Right. This is kind of fun. This is a good question. Should there be much head retention on the airship's brew? Doesn't it soar above the clouds?
Well, I could not sing to it, but I would get in a lot of trouble, I suspect, if I did not sing to these grains and rub them as I should, rub them properly.
Tenuous. I don't even know where you think this question is going to go, but what's it going to take for me to betray my dear friend and join Ryan Hartman's winning team, #GrainalFissure?
You know perfectly well.
It's not going to ever happen. Nothing. I don't think there's, I mean...
I'm so mad at you. I'm so mad. Tenuous indeed.
Right?
That's where my patience is at.
What's the highest ABV or IBU beer we've brewed so far? I think it might be this.
This could be it.
This is it.
Yeah, I was gonna say we specifically have avoided the extremes that the regular market is exposed to, right?
Here's a good one. My wife is, this is the Tuba Geek. My wife is very sensitive to bitterness. Are there beers that have no hop additions?
Yes.
Or additions that only happen at the end?
Yeah.
You want to handle that?
So yeah, so we were not aware of it at the time, but someone sent us in a type of beer called a Groot,
Yep.
and Groots are beers that have no hops in them at all. It's obviously flavor-wise, it's very distinct from what you would expect from the form.
Yeah.
But it's pretty good.
Yeah.
You should also explore lambics.
Yeah,
If
absolutely.
you're into, if you want to try stuff like that, explore lambics, which are basically like really good, tangy, they're Belgian juice beers.
Yeah. This is a really great question. Ryuk sent in, why not vote on a carbonated gas like nitrogen? Like,
If we have
If
the
we-
tap,
if we had the tap.
challenge, the challenge is that the other gases typically require other hardware.
yeah, we would need a nitrogen tap, which would be fantastic.
I'm not opposed
We are
to it.
not opposed to
I'm
any
not
of this.
mad. Give me a reason to buy one.
But think about that red IPA on nitro.
Well, see, and we know. So for everybody else, if you've ever had like a Guinness, which I'm a fan of, obviously, every place in the world has a slightly different variant of Guinness, but it's hard to beat that mouthfeel, like how creamy it is, and just everything about it is just beautiful and
Yeah.
attractive. A big part of that is the fact that in order to serve Guinness, you have to have the nitrogen engine.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Right?
it's a different style of tap and the different.
The tap
tank.
head is different and
Yep.
the gas is different. So
Yep.
a lot of the aspects of the Guinness drinking experience are the product of its preparation and serving. Right?
And we have argued many a time at certain local breweries that they need to put
no,
some certain beers on
have
tap.
been those guys at a couple local places.
So now
Those guys.
we are not those guys, and we're on the other end of the spectrum.
Yeah, exactly. We've moved over here,
Yeah,
but
but
listen,
I'm glad we got here.
no, I am more than willing. Do they have nitrogen over at the brew shop?
Yeah, we can get it. Two more questions.
that's
One
it.
from Graham. I won't be able to attend next week, but I'd like to pre-vote for a Corbin Shale with a gunpowder lager. That would be fun.
We haven't really done a lager.
Yep. But there's also, I've done a black peppers saison, and they are absolutely fantastic. So that might be
So
Corbin.
let's say that Corbin Shale is set,
Yep.
and let's say that there's a couple different ways we can get at it, and we'll do the rest of it with you guys.
Yeah. Oh, we need to do Underdark too. Remember that.
Yes.
Before we get out of that.
Yeah, so maybe not. Maybe we'll do Underdark next weekend,
Yeah,
and we'll do
then-
Corbin next.
What's your holy grail of beers? The beer you always wish you could make, but you haven't made one yet,
Well, I mean,
or we haven't brewed it yet.
I held off on. For me, it's going to be the Rausch beer because that's still coming up, but we're basically we're in control of that process from end to end.
Right.
So for me, it's especially exciting because I mean we're actually gonna smoke the grains ourselves, and that'll just be one more aspect that we've taken absolute control over.
Yeah.
Thanks so much. But that we can basically say, hey, from end to end, we did this.
Yeah.
And also, that's going to be in the smoker that we have set up all day, and there's also going to be brisket and ribs.
I mean, there's nothing about this
It's going to
entire
be
process.
Look, it's going to be a great day. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like, it's something we talk about a lot.
Yeah. I'm gonna say the same thing because I love Rausch beers, and they're not for everybody.
No,
but,
it's I would say it's a pretty challenging
yeah.
product.
But I've been a fan since first sip. So once we get to brewing this thing, it's going to be fantastic.
It's
the
very
the recipe
traditional.
we came up with
Right.
was great.
Oh
so.
yeah, it's a great recipe, but also it's just a very traditional. Like it's getting down into like a fun little crevice, like
Yeah.
a fun little cultural practice,
Yeah,
like
totally.
inside the larger practice
Yeah.
of brewing. Hey, Precious Channel, thanks so much for hanging out with us.